Okay, my name is Blaine Keeper. I'm a fire management officer for the Spokane Tribe of Indians. This year we haven't had no major fires on the reservation. Our largest one was 5 acres. The previous years in 2015 and 2016, we had 2 major fires burn through our reservation. One was called the Carpenter Road in 2015 that burnt 20,000 acres of tribal and allotted lands. And then in 2016 we had Cayuse Mountain Fire. So in 2016 was probably the scariest time we had on our fire, on the Cayuse Mountain Fire, because when it first came across the river, we was down at the river where it came across and trying to do structure protection on a farm down there, and the fire just got around us and we had to run out of there really fast. So the fire, the Cayuse Mountain Fire I'll refer to because that's probably the most devastating fire we had out of the 2. And when it came across the river, it burnt 17,000 acres in 7 hours, and we lost 14 primary homes and several outbuildings. So I'll kind of give a little bit of orientation on the Cayuse Mountain Fire again, when it hit us in 2016 and was the most devastating to our community with the loss of structures. So this here's the Spokane River, the kind of light blue stuff here. That's our southern boundary of the reservation. So this would be Lincoln County down in this area. This is Highway 25 coming out of Davenport going north. So the original fire is called the Heart Fire. Started over in this location. Yet the wind was blowing at 20, 30 miles an hour, pushed the fire towards the reservation and came across and started the fire on the reservation about this point here. From that point there, it just started going towards the community of Wildfire, which is this area right here where fire management's located in the town of Wildfire. So that was our biggest concern was, so if you look at this map, this is 17,000 acres of the light colored area with the black perimeter around it. So that fire burnt 17,000 acres in 7 hours. That's how fast it was burning. And our biggest concern that night was, or the next day, was to keep it out of Wildfire. We felt that if it got into Wildfire, it would just shut down the whole tribal organization, the Bureau of Indian Affairs organization, Indian Health Services. I mean, this is the heart of our reservation right here in Wildfire. So that was our main goal that night, or the next day, was to do everything we could to keep it out of Wildfire. And just by the grace of the good Creator, the weather, it was in our favor that next day.
To introduce myself, my name is Daniel Wynn.
Can you tell us first your story about what happened to you during the fire?
During the fire, I was coming at the house and Blaine Keeper come pulling up and said, "You can't stop it, better get out of here." So I left, and then my dad was over in Wildfire. He couldn't take it, he had to come back, so me and him come back. We saved his house. But
So your thoughts about how the community came together during or after the fire?
well, everybody's helping everybody during and after. It was a community effort too.
Do you think that this will end up in the future not having such as bad fires?
I don't know. I see this fire over here on the other side of the river by Davenport. I'm worried about it jumping the river and coming after us again. But it hasn't so far, but that's not to say it won't. You know, there's always a possibility this time of year. Fire season everywhere. People are careless with fire.